It's not that when they lined everybody up, they now started selecting from the top and they got to me. It's the mercy of God. I'm favored of God. I've always told you in this church. Do you ever hear me say, I may not be the best? Have you ever heard me say that? That I may not be the best, I may not be the most perfect, but I have the favor of God. And that everyone that associates with me will receive the same favor. Amen. Have you heard me? Before you say amen, have you heard me say that before? Yes. Say it to you many times. I am favored of God. If you are in my boat and you don't have an alternative boat, you will receive the favor of the Almighty. It's not by power, it's not by might. It's with the help of the Almighty. Amen? Amen. I also want you to note, the other thing I was telling you, this Delaware is so small. When we came to Delaware, we were looking at it. Where can we, they said, start new churches. Where are we going to start churches? Even this one, the one we were starting, we were under attack from various African groups who want their church to succeed. People have come to this church, say, we want you to, we like you, we like Pastor Adeboye, okay. And they come to this church. At the end of the day, they carried away all my ministers. There was a time in this church, all my ministers walked away with somebody who was a guest minister in our church to join their church. But I've always believed God. I love God and I fear God. The people of God that God has put in my care, I treat them with the fear of God. Many times I can say something to you, it may look as if those things are not comfortable. Please, know one thing, that I love you. Without the sheep, there will be no pasture, there will be no sheepfold. So I love you dearly. So if I say anything to you, know it's because I love you. It's not because I'm arrogant, because I don't want to bless you. Everything I say that you don't like is mostly a warning. That if you don't do this, this will happen. I love you. I love the people of God, because when Solomon became king, it was only one prayer he asked God. He said, give me wisdom, that this your sheep, I'll be able to rule them well. And that's what I've always prayed for. I love you, honestly. I love the people of God in this church. When you are sick, I'm sick. So when somebody tells me, Pastor, I've been sick, I get angry. I've been sick for 5 days. Damn, why didn't you call me? And he said, Pastor, I think you are busy. I said, your business is my business. You are my business. What am I doing as pastor? If members of the congregation are sick, and I don't know, I'm going to Orlando. What am I useful for? So it doesn't matter what time of the day or night it happens. I want to be by your side. That's the goal I have as pastor. I want to share your successes. I want to share your joys. And I also want to share the burden of your failure. It's not only when it is good that I'm your pastor. Your pastor when it is right, but when it is good, I'm your pastor when it's not good. So that's what those are my principles. So we came to Delaware, we made up our mind that this state, with the size of this state, it will not be an hindrance. But I want to know, in this state, there's every kind of African church group. There's Mountain of Fire and Miracle, there's Ulumba, there's a CAC, there's a Deeper Life, there's every kind of name you can think of. They are here. You don't know Ulumba? God will not let you know it. There's every kind of church. In this small state of Delaware, there are about 4 Kenyan churches. About 2 or 3 Ghanaian churches. Abi, brother, how many? 5 Ghanaian churches. Look at what I'm saying. But we made up our mind. Number one, I made up my mind, I'm not going to be the pastor of a local Nigerian church. So when I came here, That affects the way we preach, the way our choir sings, the way our church looks, the way our church is organized, the way we prepare our messages. Everything is part of the focus. Not going to be one local Nigerian pastor. Pastor in local Nigerian pastor, pastor in local Nigerian church, in the local corner of the smallest state in America. No. That's why I thank God for my choir this morning. So do and they do it. Woo! And also my wife, you see her this morning. Or you think I don't know those kind of songs? If I didn't know those songs, she wouldn't have married me. Those are the things we sang into our head. But honestly, I love you. If I tell you something, please take it. I don't have any hidden agenda. I don't have any hidden purpose, hidden plan, hidden anything. Everything is aimed for your good. So how do we move forward? We have to do better today than what we did yesterday. The Church of God must do better. Amen?
Amen.
The choir has to be better than it is today. The ushers have to be better than they are today. The children's department has to be better. Our fellowships have to be on their feet. They have to be better.